On September 5th, 2007, our Link Scanner Search Shield intelligence network started detecting websites with adult content. Now that's no surprise at all, we see it all the time. But the interesting thing here is that lots of the websites are actually .gov or government websites. And that's pretty weird. For example, the city of LaSalle, Illinois and the Virgin Island Housing Authority. These are not major government websites by any stretch of the imagination, but they're government nonetheless. And the main websites still look fine. For example, here's the LaSalle homepage. It's fine, nothing pops up. What this means is that there are probably no links from the main pages to the bad stuff. They're just unwitting hosts. Somehow the bad guys have managed to upload stuff to their websites and they're unwittingly hosting this malicious code. So let's have a look at the search page again. See all those red X's. Here's the benefit to running something like Link Scanner. Unlike centralized databases of malware sites, Link Scanner scans all the search results in real time and makes an assessment on the spot about how safe they are. That's what the red X is showing. That's actually a much better way to do it than waiting for some human being to rate the site or waiting for the search bots to come by and perhaps collect some information to rate the site. These things pop up and go down very, very quickly. And it's important to rate these things in real time. Now, if you click on one of these links, one of three things happens. First thing is that you get an exploit served, and if you're not patched, you get infected. Here's a screen showing in the critical file section of this debugger program shows a whole bunch of files being created. It's not really important what the exploit is in this case. It'll be something old. There aren't any brand new exploits right at this point in time. If you're patched, you're okay, but if you're not patched, you get an exploit and you get a whole bunch of software installed. Now, if you are patched and you don't get that code forced down your throat, then you get a social engineering attempt to try to trick you to install a fake codec or an ActiveX object to view the video, and it looks like this. It says here that you need to install a video ActiveX object. Now, if you ever see that, don't believe them. If ever you have to install some bit of extra software to view a video, don't view it, it's not worth it. And then the third thing they do is sometimes they pretend to run a scan on your system that looks really quite convincing, except that you never gave them permission to run a scan on your system. So that's actually a bit naughty. They shouldn't be doing that. And in fact, they don't really do that. What they do is they just pretend to run a scan. Let's have a look at a video of that scan running. That's quite interesting to watch. So here we are back at the search page, and we pick a different link, naked chicks on Mustangs, whatever. And instead of taking us to a picture of chicks and Mustangs, it takes us straight to a web page that immediately starts scanning our computer without asking yes or no or kiss my foot or please may I. Let's close that information bar dialog. You can see up the top it's trying to install a cab file, hoping that we'll install it. It says it's found all sorts of viruses and spyware items, and it says that my performance scanning is really bad. And here's the summary page. It says it found a backdoor. Oh, and it says don't close this window. We try to close the window and it just takes us back to that page. So again, this wasn't really on. It says your PC is still infected with spyware when you try to actually close the page. So again, this page wasn't actually scanning your computer. It didn't actually install anything. It didn't manage to get a scan running. It just said it did. It's a little bit naughty of them. Now, we have to stress that the government websites didn't mean this to happen. There might be links to this stuff directly from their home pages, and there might not be, but they are certainly hosting this material. And here's what has to happen next. One is they have to clean up their websites and secure them so that this can't happen again. Two, if you are surfing the web and you ever find a website telling you that you need to install something to view a video, don't. It's just not worth the risk. And three, if you're surfing and you suddenly find your system being scanned and you didn't give them permission to, don't believe them. Close the browser down. Keep safe, folks.